The arguments for or against private property have been going on for centuries for sure. This is an excerpt from historian Edward Gibbon, who first is stating the human nature element of private property, but contends as society grows, owning land has downsides of possible monopolies or concentration of power, calling it in the progress from primitive equity to final injustice. The original right of property can only be justified by the accident or merit of prior occupancy, and on this foundation it is widely established by the philosophy of the civilians. The savage who hollows a tree, inserts a sharp stone into a wooden handle, or applies a string to an elastic branch, becomes, in the state of nature, the just proprietor of the canoe, the bow, or the hatchet. The materials were common to all, and the new form, the produce of his time and simple industry, belongs solely to himself. His hungry brethren cannot, without a sense of their own injustice, extort from the hunter the game of the forest overtaken or slain by his personal strength and dexterity. In his provident care, preserves and multiplies the tame animals, whose nature is contractible to the arts of education. He acquires a perpetual title to the use and service of their numerous prodigy, which derives its existence from him alone. If he encloses and cultivates a field for their sustenance and his own, a barren waste is converted into a fertile soil. The seed, the manure, the labor create a new value, and the result of harvest are painfully earned by the fatigues of the revolving year. In the successive state of society, the hunter, the shepherd, the husbandman may defend their possessions by two reasons which forcibly appeal to the feelings of the human mind: that whatever they enjoy is the fruit of their own industry, and that every man who envies their facility may purchase similar acquisitions by the exercise of similar diligence. Such, in truth, may be the freedom of plenty of a small colony cast on a fruitful island. But the colony multiplies while the space still continues the same. The common rights, the equal inheritance of mankind, are engrossed by the bold and crafty. Each field and forest is circumscribed by the landmark of a jealous master, and it is particular praise of the Roman jurisprudence that it asserts the claim of the first occupant to the wild animals of the earth, the air, and the waters. In the progress of primitive equity to final injustice, the steps are silent. The shades are almost imperceivable, and the absolute monopoly is guarded by positive laws and artificial reason. The active, insatiate principle of self-love can alone supply the art of life and the wages of industry. As soon as civil government and exclusive property have been introduced, they become necessity to the existence of the human race. Except in the singular institutions of Sparta, the wisest legislators have disapproved an agrarian law as a false and dangerous innovation. I think of Thomas Sowell when it comes to these types of arguments. To paraphrase, he says that politics is not about solutions, but trade-offs. Economist F.A. Hayek states, "The system of private property is the most important guarantee of freedom, not only for those who own property, but scarcely less for those who do not." Economist Milton Friedman states, "Private property means the right to use the income generated by your property as you wish, subject to rules intended to minimize interference with the similar rights of others. It means also the right to transfer the property to someone else at a mutually agreeable terms." Let me know what you think.